Ya, terima kasih. Saya ketemu Malaysia.
Malaysia, America.
Oh.
I'm America.
Amerika.
Yes, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia. I met another cyclist.
Amerika, ya. Thank you, Mister.
All right, brother. Nice meeting you.
Oke. Selamat jalan.
Yeah.
Jalan.
Get another cyclist along the way. All right, brother. Well, I'm here basically right in the middle of town in a spot called Makassari. At least that's what Google's saying this place is. And I'm looking for a camping spot. It doesn't look like right now it is, let's see, it's 4 o'clock. This would be like the earliest I'd want to start looking for a camping spot, but this just kind of popped up. The main road's right here. So, but this looks like an old rock quarry, and you can see how the vegetation's growing on it. It doesn't look like it's had any landslide or anything like that in a while. So I look like I'm safe if I were to set up my tent right here. There's a barrier here that keeps me, you know, more or less secluded from the ongoing traffic. And there's some mounds of dirt right there that's really going to stop anybody from driving back here and parking. The grass is a little thick over here, but this, and there's a little thick grass there, that's snake territory. But this right here seems low enough that I could probably set up my tent. And as long as I'm in my tent, I shouldn't be bothered by the snakes. You know, as long as I zip everything up and, you know, I'm not going in and out and stuff. There's some kids here that's playing with the homing pigeons. They were just out here, they threw them, and the pigeons go back home, they go pick them back up and bring them back out here. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I thought that was funny. So they threw them, they went out, got them, and brought them back and threw them again. Oh, there's some more. Ah, they got more than 2. That's cool. I've seen them selling a lot of pigeons here in Indonesia, but I wasn't sure for what reason. I wasn't sure if they were pets, homing pigeons, or I don't think anybody would eat the pigeons, but you know, I could be wrong. So I think they're more of pets, but someone will tell me in my comments. Yeah, I'm thinking about camping right here. I'm gonna get on Google and see if I can find a better spot down the way. But you know, this really is kind of nice here. It's right next to the traffic and it's excluded. Yeah, like that's just a mosque, and Yeah, I don't think everybody would just leave me alone here. Except for the snakes. Alright. Yeah, no real time to mess around, guys. There look like there's some alternative camping sites about 950 meters down that way. But I think a storm's moving in. I can feel the temperature drop. And also I can hear the thunder in the background. So this is gonna be the spot. Like I said, I kind of like this spot anyway. You know, I'll kind of stay away from the thick growth, you know, the heavy bushes. Just kind of camp right here. Yeah, I don't have neighbors to worry about. Also, one of the things you always want to know is if you got to use the restroom. Always look up to make sure there's no widow makers that are gonna fall on you. I'm gonna hopefully be far enough away from that, so if anything like a rock comes loose or anything, I won't get hit. So that would be a widow maker. And also a place to use the restroom. There's plenty of private spots. Always think, hey, if I need to, especially in Southeast Asia, you know, hey, if I need to use the restroom, where can I use the restroom? I'm not talking about using a pee bottle in your tent. I'm talking about number 2. There's a mosque right there. So they have a bathroom that I can use. And even if it wasn't there and their toilets are not functionable, which they are, there's plenty of private area back here. So that became a big concern this last week, just because the food I've been eating has not been polite to me. I've been having the backdoor trots. It's just something that happens here. So anyway, I'm gonna set up my tent, and this doesn't want to stand up too well. So anyway, I'm gonna set up my tent and turn this off for now.
A few moments later.
Storm moved in and I got an audience here. What is your name?
Rashid.
Ashin?
Rashid.
Rashin. You?
Fairel.
What?
Fairel.
Fidel. Fidel. Daniel. Daniel. America. So yeah, the rain moved. I camped right here. So yeah. Uh-oh. So it's okay. You guys live over there? Yeah. That's cool. Hello. So I got an audience up there shooting off some type of air gun, and they came down. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. But I get rain. So anyway, yeah, the rain's moving in. So, and it was nice the kids are here. And anyway, I'm gonna get out of the rain. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm more or less set up. I got my clothes off. Well, I mean, my dirty clothes, my sweaty clothes, with my clean clothes on. I showered up at the, there was a gas station down the way before I got here, which wasn't that far back, so I didn't accumulate much more sweat. So yeah, I was able to rinse up and everything. I know I kind of left this morning. I didn't really say a morning plan or anything like that, but one of the things I'm doing is I changed the route. Banjar is a town that I have to go to regardless of which way I actually, if I take the most direct route, I end up in Banjar. If I take the southern, going through the mountains and then along the southern coast, you still have to go back up north to hit Banjar again, because there's like an area that you just can't get across. Yeah, the 18 ends up going north, so it goes along the coast and then shoots straight north. So if you look at Bandar from Bandung, it is 142 kilometers. But when you put in the southern route, you know, that's the straightest shot there is. When you put in the southern route, so if you had a stop, right, choose on map, and then you go all the way down to the coast and you drop the pin there, it goes from 142 kilometers to 313. So double. So I'm adding over double the kilometers to get to basically the same spot. So also someone in my comments also mentioned that this route that I'm actually on is mostly just downhill. The only terrible thing about this route is you have to deal with the traffics. But I chose just to go the most direct route. I wanted to cut my kilometers in half, you know, and I'd rather see more of Java and Indonesia, and pretty places are always going to come up. And I just didn't feel like going through the hassle, going through the mountains again. And I chose the traffic over the mountains, which is not bad. Now the mountain route would have offered me a lot more camping areas and stuff like that. But yeah, so this was just the decision I made. So I just kind of hopped on the road and took off this morning, and now I'm here. So yeah, I'm more of a doing the center route, not the southern coastal route, and we'll just play it as we go along. Anyway, I gotta keep that short. I mean, short enough, 3 minutes, and tomorrow we hit this road again, and we just keep on pushing. All right, guys. Good night, y'all. And yeah, those kids came back, and even though it's raining, that doesn't stop them from wanting to say hello to the bule. So, all right, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hey, good morning, everyone. Local kids here, waking me up. Say hello. Hello. So anyway, I'm packing up my stuff. Collapsing the tent last night, and yeah, they're here to greet me off. Bye. Yeah, they came by to say good morning. So yeah, it was a good night last night. Rained quite a little bit, nothing too hard, and I'm just collapsing camp and hitting the road. Good morning, y'all. I got 89 kilometers to Banjar. That'll be the goal. Lots of traffic already. Wow. I got lucky. That's a hard street to get across. I know, because I had to cross it yesterday to try and get over there and look at that field. So I camped on the other side of that wall. Nice way to start the morning. Nice and beautiful morning. And it's only 8 o'clock. Starting on a good early morning. Now I gotta find somewhere to drop my trash off. And I think this is a rest stop right here. Yeah, there's garbage right over there. garbage can. And that's how it's done. Take notes. Yeah, this was the rest stop I saw yesterday from Google Maps, and I didn't want to. The rain was moving in, so I didn't come out here and see if this was a better camping area. Nice little camping, or nice little rest area though. I'll walk it real quick, then I'll go back. And there's the river down there. Anyway, back on the road. Hey everyone, I actually at the rest stop here, I decided to stop and they had water. I picked up some water, but I saw their menu here. If you want to stop the video and look at the prices, they're pretty good prices. I saw sota ayam, which is my new favorite dish since I had it the first time from the street vendor, and yeah, it was only like 25,000 rupiah. I ordered a coffee, it comes with a nice big thing of rice, and yeah, so, which is, for the ones that are wondering what's in it, sota ayam is a traditional Indonesian dish with ingredients like chicken, the ayam, long tongue, which I'm not sure, noodles, and rice and different things. And yeah, it's one of my new favorite dishes. So this is breakfast, guys. Cheers. Yeah, it's definitely my new favorite dish with a little lime. Anyway, I ordered a coffee too, and I'm gonna just eat and hit the road, and that way I don't have to worry about pulling over and getting something to eat later. Anyway, here comes my coffee. Thank you so much. Cheers. Living like a king. This is luxury for me. Sleeping in a beautiful tent while it's raining outside, knowing that you're going to be dry through the night, and with a sleeping bag, knowing that you're going to stay warm. The tent keeping out any type of insects or snakes or anything like that, and then just waking up and having a beautiful meal that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, that you don't have to struggle to afford, you know, which was not the case in the United States, you know. It was very, very hard living in the United States, and you know, it's just nice to leave a country, and the little bit of money that I might have made in the United States what kept me below what it was called the poverty level, where you had to go eat at soup kitchens for homeless people. You had to go to churches to pick up donation foods. This is just very common for the poor people in the United States. Then to move somewhere where the dollar that you have in your pocket that wouldn't even buy a candy bar can end up buying you a whole meal. And so forgive me if some of you people I have met, not that often, but in the comments I say, well, it's not cheap for the people in Indonesia. I'm not talking about locally a lot of times. A lot of times I'm talking about on the global market. If something, when I say it's cheap, you know, I'm talking about globally. But when I'm talking about something like the mall having expensive food, I'm talking about locally, because $6 per meal, you know, like 100 rupiah on a global market, it's not expensive. But compared to that, you go to get it off a street vendor away from the mall for the same, for like 20 rupiah, that makes the mall expensive. So you're just gonna have to sometimes figure out if I'm talking globally or if I'm talking local, you know, when I'm talking expensive or cheap. Or so I don't mean any offense by it whatsoever. It's just I'm so used to living at below the poverty level that any step up, you know, any improvement on, any small improvement on the quality of life is felt very, very, very strongly. Being able to go from a tent to sleeping on a bunk bed in a hostel, you know, that's luxury, you know. Not a lot of people that like expensive hotels would look at me and go, no, that's roughing it, not for me, you know. So anyway, guys, this to me is like living like a king. So we'll hit the road after this and we'll see what the day has, and you know, see what God's gonna put before us because it's always a new day with him. All right, guys. Time for caffeine. Hello. So this route does have a lot of traffic, especially right now. Those buses are probably the most dangerous out of them all. One bus was passing someone else coming this way, and the guy in the scooter in front of me ran off the road, and me too, because I had to actually head for the side. I mean, I'm on this nice little, you know, what'd you say, shoulder. And that was one of the things I noticed about this route, is a few of the things that you can do is you can get on one Google satellite to see what type of road you're dealing with, like a 2-lane, 3-lane, and usually you'll see the little vehicles so you can get an idea of how busy it might be. Also, the satellite view gives you an idea of possible camping sites along the way, but also road view. Road view is very, very handy. And I noticed, like I was saying, I think yesterday, from Bandung to Banjar, there's a shoulder pretty well the whole way, and a good shoulder too. So it's not that bad. So even with the traffic, it's fairly safe, and yeah. But I cut my route from 300 down to about 100, less than 150. So I half the distance it would take me to get to the same area. So that's what I'm going for, distance. And then the quality of the trip will improve the more I see Indonesia. So anyway, I just wanted to point out this little side shoulder for anybody that might possibly be bicycling in the future. You will have more traffic, but there is a nice, safe, good condition shoulder the whole time. All right, that's all. And we're going that way, obviously. And look at this. There is beautiful things along the way too. Way over there is some rice fields and stuff, and yeah, so it's not all ugly in traffic. I'm going to need both brakes for this one. A little side trip off the old main road, and anyway, I'm gonna see where I'm at right now. Yeah, actually down that way. Good, this looks like a better trip. Anyway, I still got about 26 kilometers. I found a hotel for $5 after tax. I got about 26 kilometers to get there. It's like 1:20 right now, so it's still early. Wow, beautiful country. Like I said, I'm just a little side trip off the main road, and this will eventually take me right back to it, the main road. So just enjoying my, enjoying the not having so much traffic around for right now. This is beautiful. Look at this. I had to double back on that, man. That's beautiful. The little lake and everything up there, and the trees, and with the mountains in the background. Wow. Hello. Well, I made it. I'm here at my hotel buddy family in a town called Ciamis, or Ciamis, or Ciamis. Google is pronouncing it two different ways. I made a little over 67 kilometers today. This place I booked, it was one of the cheapest. That was still along the main road that I'm traveling on. Malaya, which is the next town west of here. So this is just a little bit past that. Also had a lot of affordable accommodations and stuff, but you actually had to break away from the main road and travel south to get more into the heart of Tasik Malaya. So anyway, this is the place. I paid the extra $1 to actually have my own little toilet room, shower, bath type toilet room, and yeah, and it's actually pretty nice, you know. For $5 there was no real hidden fees. This is a fan room, so ventilation fan room, but it's got towel, it's got a soap, and the gentleman actually just dropped me off tea out here in the sitting room. There's an area to actually park your bike on the inside. Yeah, he just dropped off some tea here, which is very nice, I think. And a nice little area in the middle. Like I said, this is one of the cheaper ones. So, yeah, I like it. I'll show you kind of out front. So a nice little sitting room if you want to watch TV. That looks like a map. Got the front desk area. They were very friendly. I don't think anybody's back there right now. And here we go. So I haven't gone out. I just pulled up and I picked up, unloaded my bicycle, and I haven't explored anything here. I'm probably gonna go down and look for a store here pretty close. Every 10 feet it seems like there's either an Alpha Mart or an Indo Mart. So there's probably, just something, pick up some, few snack items and some things to drink. But yeah, nice place. Buddy Family Hotel. All right, guys, that's it for me for now. I'm gonna go take a shower. All right, and have a cup of tea. I decided to take a spin around the block here. There's a park here. I decided, I'll swing by it real quick. I was coming out anyway. Ooh, looks like a lively park. Hey, there's a goat with a... Look at that. Hey. Wow, this is a nice looking park. That looks like a nice family park. Well, let's take a spin around it. Ah, yeah, they got a lot of stuff for the kids here. That's awesome. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's a cool park. We have little things for the kids set up. Wow, look at the size of this mosque. That's a nice one. That's a nice, big, beautiful one. Look at this. All right. Yeah, I didn't know this town. It looked like a small one from the map. I didn't know it had such a lively little atmosphere here. The streets are very nice too. They're not like overly, like, not a lot of traffic. And yeah. Everything just looks so new here, like it was just built. All right. I'm gonna go look for a store now. There's one right over there. Well, I found my favorite burger spot, guys. This is the one I've been to in the past. I said I only know it by sight. I don't remember what the name was. It's Lisoto's. I ran into this, has the best burgers in the world, man. And all of Indonesia, you got to come to Lisoto. This is their premium burger. Is one I always get. It's only 18,000, which is 18,000. It's like $1 even. And the fries are 9,000, which comes out to 50 cents, but they're just so delicious. I'm happy I found it. Like I said, I dropped by and I ran into them not that long ago. Felt like a burger, and it was an awesome burger. So yeah, I ordered 2 burgers, 2 fries, and I'm gonna go back and just chow down. So I'm happy. Risotto, the best burger place in town. Well, made it back. And I had to show you the size of these burgers, man. So remember, 18,000 for the deluxe burger only comes out to like $1.07. But it's got 2 burger patties, nice big slice of cheese. It's got tomato underneath that. There's tomato, lettuce, and it's just the best deal. It's, you know, it's by far not a small burger either. For $1 or something. They're just awesome. They're good beef burgers, and it is a chicken and beef spot. They serve a lot of fried chicken. I think for a nice piece of chicken's 8,000 or something. Really good prices on everything. So here's to you guys. That's a good burger. And for 9,000, that's a good size fry. Guys, 9,000 is only 50 cents. So, anyway. So, if you're American like me, where we kind of were raised on hamburgers and stuff, this is a great burger. So, anyway, I'm going to eat and enjoy the rest of my night. Bye, y'all.